What's going on, tribe? Welcome back to the channel, and I'm extremely excited for today's reaction. We got Joyner with Devil's Work 2. If you haven't heard the original Devil's Work, absolutely fire. It's basically Joyner off the Hennessy in church having a conversation with God saying, why do you take all the good ones and keep all the bad ones? He mentions names like Nipsey Hussle, which that video actually came out when the Nipsey Hussle situation was fresh, right? Nipsey Hussle had just left us. He mentions names like Michael Jackson, Selena. He even throws shots at people like R. Kelly and Trump. Extremely controversial because he's also talking about trading people. Like, give us back XXXTentacion and we'll give you this person, which is a very bold statement to make. But nonetheless, that's what Joyner is good at. And that's the reason why he's so captivating and why he gets so many people wanting to come to his music. With all that being said, if you're new to the channel, consider joining the tribe by hitting subscribe, drop a like and a comment down below, letting me know what you feel about this track. Also, we have a bunch of links in the description like Discord, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all that down in the description. With all that being said, let's get to the reaction. Okay, real quickly, there's the Hennessy bottle that we saw in Devil's Work 1. So for those of you that haven't seen it, he was drinking the Hennessy, and I think the bottle ends up showing up at the very end of that video. So you can see how the Hennessy bottle is kind of coming with us in part 2. That's dope. Maybe he's coming home from the church. Now, I don't know, but maybe he might be wearing the same thing as part 1. I don't remember. But, I mean, if he is coming home from the church, he might be wearing the same thing. But I would have to go back and reference it. But
guess we gotta try this again. Dear Lord, I know that we've been here before. It's been a long time, I hope that you don't slam the door. I try to walk away, but there's some shit I can't ignore. I could be wrong, but seems like you don't even care no more. Cause since our last talk, you ain't playing fair no more. And when I pray, it kinda feel like you ain't there no more. I still don't understand why niggas who deserve it dies living, but the ones who ain't deserve it isn't here no more. And no, I don't want no one else to die. Instead of trading souls, I got something else in mind.
There we go. That's what I wanted to hear, because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how I felt about him wanting to trade people's souls in the part 1, right? Like, although there are some pretty crappy people out there, for you to go out there and say, hey, take this person instead is a very bold statement to say. And, you know, he was talking about bringing people back like Michael Jackson, which he's loved amongst many, but he's not perfect either. And he has some, you know, flaws in his history that some people might be like, hey, you know, do you agree with the type of stuff that was going on that was in controversy? So that was a very bold thing for him to do. But I like how he's bringing it up here that, you know, I'm not going to talk about trading souls here. Let me introduce something else. That's dope.
Why niggas who deserve it dies living, but the ones who ain't deserve it isn't here no more. And no, I don't want no one else to die. Instead of trading souls, I got something else in mind. There's a lot of moments that I wish that I could change. I could fix a lot of pain if you help me out this time. Maybe we can undo all the damage, press rewind. Reset the clock and make it so some niggas never die. Or maybe fix all the mistakes of those that's still alive and give them all a second try. Erase that Will Smith slap and turn them back around. Or wait till they get backstage so they can have it out. Or maybe make it so that Chris chose a different joke, a different topic, something Jada won't be mad about. Matter of fact,
nah, bro. Nah. Joyner, you cannot. No, we're not going to do that, bro. We're not going to give sympathy for Will Smith and say that Chris Rock should have chose a different joke. That is what comedians do. They're going to hit you where it stings. They're going to hit you where it hurts. You know, Will Smith handled that situation poorly, and that's that. And for those of you that don't know, Joyner actually had made a song in homage to Will Smith directly. Like, if you haven't heard it, go check it out. He talks about how Will Smith has been his idol, and he literally goes through Will Smith's full discography of movies. Super dope track. Talks about giving people their flowers while they're still alive. cool track, but we're not gonna sit here and be like Chris Rock was in the wrong here. Come on. Come on.
And turn them back around. Or wait till they get backstage so they can have it out. And maybe make it so that Chris chose a different joke, a different topic, something Jada won't be mad about. Matter of fact, let's talk about this shit I'm sad about. When Pop Smoke accidentally leaked that address out. Lord, you know the streets crazy, how you drop the ball. When you know niggas keep a target on these rappers now. And give us Kobe Bryant back, we a mess without him. Take back the day he ever stepped inside that helicopter. Make him take the car instead and forget the chopper. Maybe take a different route or get a different driver. Can't believe you took his daughter and she left behind him. It's kinda hard to see the positive and that's the problem. I know you don't make mistakes, but I was hoping you'll erase that bullshit so his family won't be left without him. And
that one's tough, right? Like, that is one that I still cannot believe has happened till this day, that Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash. I don't know. It's unbelievable, honestly. Like, I still can't believe that happened. And yeah, it's a sad situation because he literally left a family behind. He had so many things lined up for his future. He was doing books. He was doing script writing, all this stuff, man. He had such a prosperous future ahead of him, which he's already a well-accomplished person. To see him go so early, because I think he was still early in his life. I think he could have accomplished so much more. It's such tragic, bro.
I wish I could fly to Russia on a different mission and make them pay for putting Brittany Griner in the prison. Or maybe you could bring her back to February 17th and you could take the CBD so she ain't flying with it. Or maybe change that 9 years and give her 9 minutes. Or better yet, change the laws so they can stop tripping. I know that's a lot to wish and it ain't my business. But until you grant my wish, I ain't gonna stop wishing. But Lord, listen, this shit irking me. Now how you take PMB, that shit absurd to me. So many questions about that shit and it's disturbing me. That niggas can't eat waffles without security. And niggas can't work hard and go buy some jewelry. That one hurt to see.
All right, I don't want to pass over the Brittany Griner situation. That's a touchy topic as well. And again, Joyner Lucas doing his thing because he knows that this is going to start conversation. The Griner is another one of those, like, some people are against her and some people are, all for her coming back. At the end of the day, it wasn't justifiable to put her in jail for 9 years, which she did end up serving, as we know now, for some CBD, right? Some people were petty because of the stuff that she said in the past about America and, all these things. Yes, I don't agree with all those stuff that she said, but at the same time, those words don't deserve 9 years of prison, you know what I mean, for some CBD. I'm hoping that she had, an awakening to where she lives is a great place. But at the end of the day, it's good to see her back. Yeah.
At the end of the song, they gon' try to murder me. And if they do, I hope my fans take it personally. I know you hear me talking, Lord, don't be curving me. Won't you take us back?
Let me bring it back a bit here.
That one hurt to see. And by the end of the song, they gon' try to murder me. And if they do, I hope my fans take it personally. I know you hear me talking, Lord, don't be curving me. Won't you take us back to Kylie Jenner's party? Before them shots hit the floor, before the bullets ricochet and leave a dripping more. We don't know the truth or if we misinformed, but either way, take it back and make Tory hop inside a different car. Broke my heart when DMX died, I hit the call. Feel like that nigga was an angel in a different form. Might have had a drug problem like he did before, but he was fighting demons and I know that that's a different war. You must got a major ego. I ain't trying to disrespect and trying to play the hero. But when you took Takeoff, you took my favorite Migos. Look, I don't know how that makes sense, cause it makes zero. The fucking wrong place, wrong time, that ain't Gito. Took that man right in his prime, that's playing Evo. When Tiny Luster died, I cried and played CeeLo. Cause I can't even watch Friday without saying Devo.
Oh my God, that's a bar. First of all, that's a bar. But let's talk about him questioning God before he starts talking about the Migos and Takeoff, right? That is a phenomenon that usually happens when you're in a very dark place. Something has happened to you. And obviously he feels this type of way because, Takeoff left us in a very, very unfortunate event that he had no part of, right? Like, that's one thing that he was like, he was a spectator. Like, he was not even involved in anything and just wrong time, wrong place. And it's like, and he's questioning God, like, really, Takeoff. But It's just an unfortunate. And he talked about Debo from Friday. That was a bar, But anyways, let's continue.
Time, that ain't Gito. Took that man right in his prime, that's playing Evo. When Tiny Luster died, I cried and played CeeLo. Cause I can't even watch Friday without saying Debo. You know this shit got me stressed, right? Staring at the Bible, trying to figure out who's next, like. Why you take the ones who ain't deserve it, see what death like. Meanwhile, 6ix9ine free, living his best life. Go back to the day that he took the stand and confessed, right? Tape his mouth shut so he never talked to the fans, like. Make him do his time so his niggas gotta do less, right? Make him learn from Bobby so he can know what respect, like. Lord, forgive me for my language.
Okay. All right, let's go back.
Tape his mouth shut so he never talked to the fans. Why you take the ones who ain't deserve it, see what death like. Meanwhile, 6ix9ine free, living his best life. Go back to the day that he took the stand and confessed, right? Tape his mouth shut so he never talked to the fans, like. Make him do his time so his niggas gotta do less, right? Make him learn from Bobby so he can know what respect like. Lord, forgive me for my language and these bad words. But that Candace Owens bitch get on my last nerve. How you gonna tell me that what we witnessed on TV was a murder when we watch niggas turn his ass into Casper? George.
Oh, he's bringing on Candace Owens. I'm excited to see what he has to say about her, but I'm confused on that 6ix9ine part. Is he like calling him a rat, or is he actually praising him for kind of not taking the route of keeping his mouth shut and doing time? Because he also brought up Bobby Shmurda. I'm not sure, because he did say taping the mouth shut. Maybe he thinks 6ix9ine shouldn't have, spilled the beans. I don't know. Let's see what he says about Candace
for
here.
My language and these bad words. But that Candace Owens bitch get on my last nerve. How you gonna tell me that what we witnessed on TV was a murder when we watch niggas turn his ass into Casper? George died from asphyxiation, and that's a factor. Fentanyl or not, he'd have never died in his last words. While I cannot breathe, so really she gotta chill. Or maybe they should trade places so she can see how I feel. Little bitch got me stressed, God. Probably not prepared for what I'm asking next, God. Bring Ye mama back, cause he a mess, God. And he.
So obviously right there in the Candace Owens situation, I forgot the gentleman's name, that one that was in the car that got killed by the police officers, but I'm assuming, and I don't know this for sure, that Candace Owens had some things to say about the way he handled the situation, which I think it's a fault on both sides. Obviously, one of them more permanent than others. I'm not going to get too into it because no need to get too controversial in this, but I do think that whole situation was just a terrible situation. A bad situation just gone worse, and eventually unfathomable, someone losing their life, which it didn't have to go to there. And I'm assuming she had some words to say, and I think Joyner Lucas is basically calling her out on that. I'm not too sure.
He ain't been the same ever since Donda West died.
Oh my he's talking about Kanye West's mom here.
Little bitch got me stressed, God. Probably not prepared for what I'm asking next, God. Bring Ye mama back, cause he a mess, God. And he ain't been the same ever since Donda West died. Yeah, that's the day Kanye West died. First his heart, then his mind, then the rest died. And if your bank account is overkill, your soul could be broken still. Even the rich spirit money can't buy.
Oh my God.
Rest in peace, Biz Marquis, you got peace. Young Dolph, King Von, Drake in your top 3. Black.
Hold on, we got to talk about the Kanye West situation, right? He's basically saying that Kanye West is, he's lost it. Like, he's completely lost it. And he says, God, bring back Kanye's mom, because ever since she's been gone, Kanye West hasn't been the same. He's losing himself slowly but surely. Damn, that's a hot take, right? Let's go.
Rob Trouble, Virgil and Shock G. Pat Stay, K Slay, afraid of God G. She almost took Lil TJ, but I'm happy he got Lee. Lord, you even took Black Panther, that's not G. And when Sidda Musabala got shot, that shot me. Begging for your guidance on this ghetto earth. Frustrated, trying to understand how heaven works. I'm just hoping you can pull a couple strings and redo a couple things so maybe we can get a second turn. You took juice from us that forever hurts. But putting the blame on you, that'll never work. I know this ain't your fault, it's the devil's work. Devil's work.
I actually really like the fact that he mentions that line. He did it in part 1 as well, where this whole time he's questioning God, and he says, I know it's not your work, it's the devil's work. So it's like Yes, I'm in a point where I feel extremely vulnerable, so I'm questioning you. But at the end of the day, I know it's not you. I know you're all love, talking to God. It's the devil's work, right? Right there at the end, he talks about, you Juice left us and that forever hurt. That's tough, bro, because that out of a lot of the artists that have left us in the past couple of years, Juice was probably one of the most promising ones, in my opinion. Like, he was doing his thing, very talented, extremely talented artist. But there we have it, guys. Extremely good. I mean, I kind of anticipated a very good video. Same concept. He just kind of, it's a sequel. It's a perfect sequel where he's bringing us back up to date from part one. Super dope. But let me know what y'all think about this track in the comments below. Once again, if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, consider joining the tribe by hitting subscribe. Drop a like and a comment down below. It helps the channel grow. And we'll catch you on tomorrow's video. Peace.